In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate the toolbar that we developed in the last video into the GeoDemo Python package. So in that way, the users, they don't have to write any line of code. They can still utilize the toolbar to open a file or GeoJSON from their computer and add to the map. And this is the demo that we used in the last video. So this is the final result we're going to achieve. You're going to have the toolbar and also have the icon, so user can click the icon and then to load any vector data onto the map. And so in order to do that, we need to go back to the GeoDemo Python package. You can also look at the example that we used in the last video. Go to geodemo.geoshub.org and then notebooks, ipy file chooser. So this is the example that we use. As you can see from the notebook example, this is not very complicated, but it's not simple as well. There are a lot of lines that we need to integrate into the package. So I'm going to show you step by step how you can integrate the toolbar into the package. First, let's open the GitHub repository. So you can either clone the GitHub repository or you can download this one to your computer. I already cloned the repository to my computer. Then you can open Visual Studio Code. So right click and then open with code. From there, so first you need to make sure that you pull the changes to your computer. So you can open the here to open the terminal, and then from the terminal you can just type git pull. Because sometimes you have the repository on multiple computers, you want to make sure that you always have the latest copy. You can also click the icon from on the left here, and then click the three dots. Pull. Make sure you have the latest one. Once you have this, then you can start acting the functions to the package. So what we're going to do is to go to the repository. So this one here looks like we have a toolbar. Okay, so it might be because that we have a branch. So git branch. Okay, so that one, because I already create a new branch, and so I'm going to switch to the master. So if you go to my GitHub repository, if you go to the main repository, so in here we have different branch. So the branch is that when I was testing, so I create a new one, but right now the master branch, that one actually is behind the develop. So if I click the develop, you will see here this branch is one commit ahead of master. That means the develop branch I already add all the functionality, but I'm going to switch to master so that you can follow through to see what kind of changes you need to make in order to integrate the function into the package. So I'm going to just git check out master. So we're going to switch to the master branch. Okay, so we click. Now we are within the master branch. The master here, you will see that we don't have the toolbar Python script yet. And first of all, you need to make sure that you are going to add to the requirements.txt. So because this one we're using the file ipy file chooser, you need to make sure that you have the ipy file chooser within the requirements.txt. Otherwise, your package will fail to build if you are missing this package. So once you have this one, then we can go to the package repository, package directory, and we can right click. So we're going to create a new script. That one is specifically for dealing with the toolbar. So we can create right click for new file and then just toolbar.py. Within here, we're going to add all the functions. So one way you can do that is to go to the this notebook and just copy all of them all together, line by line, to the this script. But to save time, I'm just going to go to my GeoDemo and then GeoDemo toolbar. So this is the one that I actually use, and I am just going to maybe click the row button and Control A, Control C, then come back to here, Control V. This is pretty much the same content from the notebook example that I showed you in the last video. Almost exactly the same, except that I add one more line because the display function, we need the display. If you're within the Jupyter notebook, you don't need to import anything. But if you're using the source code here, you need to make sure that you import this one. So from ipython.display, import the display function, because later when the user click the file folder open icon, it's going to try to display the widget. We need this function. If you don't have this one, the function is not recognized. So this is somewhere, I think, here, this one, display. Other than that, most of the things are the same, except that right now we're trying to put this within a function. So this is a function that you can call, but we also provide a parameter. So the parameter is allow the user to actually to pass in a parameter. So that M means a map. Okay, so later within the main GeoDemo script, we can actually call this function, right? So this is a way for you to separate different functionality into different modules. So in that way, you don't have a module that's very terribly long. You want to, depends on the functionality of your package, you want to have multiple modules. So once you have this one, also as I mentioned here, if you go to this one here, some of those, right, you don't need to display the toolbar. So this one, for example, display the toolbar or display the toolbar grid. You don't need this in the Python script because we just want to display at the end. So when the user click the button, you don't need to display that within the script. So these lines are not needed when you're trying to copy the script to here. Okay, so other than that, once you have this script, then you can go to the geodemo.python.py. In here, because we're trying to integrate the toolbar into the package when user create a map, so we actually need to call this one somewhere here in order to be able to hold this main toolbar function. We need to import this function into the main module. So what you can do is go to the end here, the import, and then we can say from dot toolbar. It should have the auto complete, but it might take a while. And then we're going to import main toolbar. Okay, Control S. So now we should be able to use this one. So what we can do is to call this function. So you can do it somewhere in here. After the user, for example, create the interactive map, then we are going to add that one. You can do it anywhere beneath here, but we can maybe try after the map is created and also the control have been added, we can hold the function. So it will be main underscore toolbar and then self, right? So the self here, this one is the map, and because we need to pass in the parameter here, this M, and we just need to pass in self, and then just Control S. So once we have this, then we can start testing the package, so see if it works. What we need to do, go to the repository, then go to the example. So we're trying to add a new notebook here. You can, if you want, you can right click, open your terminal, then conda activate demo Jupyter notebook. So we can just testing out, see if it works correctly. And we can maybe just click here and create a new notebook. We can choose a new name, for example, toolbar GUI, something like that. And so what we need to do is to import GeoDemo, right? Import our package. Then we can create a map, for example, M equal to GeoDemo dot uppercase M map, and then we can display the map. See if we have the toolbar. Okay, it doesn't yet. Let's go back to the source code. Let me see what's missing. Let me restart the terminal. It doesn't show up. That means something is missing. We can go back to the package here and to find out what do we need. Okay, so because the package that we use in the demo conda environment was the package we installed was like a while ago. So because we are making the changes, we need to make sure that we are installing the package from this one. So first you need to, if you already done it, you might not need, but I'm just going to show you like what we need to do in order to install the package, right? And then just conda activate demo, then just pip install -e dot. So basically we're trying to install the latest version, the developed version of this package into the conda environment. Then just hit control, hit enter. It's automatically install the package and also install all the requirements for this one. And then we can go back to the Jupyter Notebook example. Then we can restart the kernel and run all. See if it works this time. Okay, it works now. Now you have this icon in here. You can click the icon and then click this one. This is similar to what we did in the last video. You can select. Okay, select the country. Hit apply. Okay, so you should have this one. Then you can reset, or you can directly select the new one. Next one, I'm going to select a GeoJSON and then hit open, hit apply, and then you can close. So how easy it is. So this is how you can integrate some interactive widget that you develop into the map. If you don't use ipyleaflet, you can also utilize this one. It doesn't have to be in ipyleaflet. So similarly, you can just use any other things, but you need to make some modification to your function if you want to use without ipyleaflet, because here we have the m as a requirement parameter. If you don't need the map, you just need the interface. If you want to show it on the map, then you can modify something here to remove anything related with the map. Okay, so you can certainly do that. It's basically not restricted to ipyleaflet. It can be any other interactive widget. You can use that directly within the Jupyter Notebook, so you can turn the layer on and off. Okay, so this is pretty much what I have for this video. And in the next video, I'm going to show you, for example, right now we have just one button, but you can also add more functionality to more functions if you want. And eventually you can expand a lot of functions within here. So for example, if you use a gmap, so let me import gmap, and then m equal to gmap.map, and then display the map. So you can have as many toolbars as you want, right? So in here I have a lot of those, and if I click this one, this is very much similar. You can add a thread file. You can also add a GeoTIFF from your local computer. You can also have a toolbox. So, and this is another toolbox integrate the white box tools that has over 440 geospatial tools that you can use for geospatial analysis. So in the next video, I might show you how to actually integrate this one into the toolbox. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.